Hey, good morning, folks. I'm here by my ocean again. This is kind of like my spot in with the studio being down and our office being shrunk while we're getting our new studio purchasing hopefully in April, which is going to be great. This is our new thing. So today's topic. I am getting more messages than I ever have before on, hey, listen, I just moved to the area, or I'm seeing everyone around me making a bunch of money in real estate. I want to get into real estate. What are my first 5 steps to get into real estate? Today, I will answer your first 5 steps, but not today. Today, you have to answer a question for yourself first. What are your financial and what are your life goals? This is super important. I talk about the REI ladder, and that's what I want to talk about you today. So the REI ladder has 4 different rungs to it, right? When you start at the very bottom and you kind of move your way up. The bottom rung is when you have a lot of time, but you don't have a lot of cash or credit or resources. You start there when you don't have any cash or credit resources because it requires a lot of time investment, the grind as they call it. I also really like that bottom rung because it's the master and the foundation of all the other rungs. It's the deal flow rung or wholesaling, depending on what you're at, right? This is where you're learning how to find deals, all the things involved on how to source your own deal flow, right? And that's the beginning. So you can choose to wholesale them, you can choose to rehab, fix and flip them, and cherry pick them. You can choose to be a multifamily landlord and landlord the ones that you like and wholesale off the rest of them, right? You can choose all that. It's a very basic in the foundation. So what is it you're trying to do? Do you already have resources and you're just looking to get the maximum return on investment? Or are you actually looking to start a real estate company, a business? And by doing so, you know it's going to take lots of time, effort, and energy to crush what you need to get done in the first 3, 4, 5 months before you can start actually generating an income. So I want you to be very aware. It looks so sexy on TV. And yes, what a lot of people are posting on the social media reels, right, which is the highlights, the 1% of their entire lives are on social media. So what you're seeing is not the grind. You're not seeing all the rejection from the cold calls and the people, the door knocking and the deals that you're finally getting almost a deal. Then you realize the numbers don't work. And you try to make it work. And then you realize by trying to make it work, you've just made it worse for everybody because now you're on the hook for some deal that didn't work and you can't even wholesale it, right? Or you can't rehab it because, well, you're paying too much for it. There's a whole bunch of time, effort, and energy that goes into a real estate business. Now, if you follow our page, right, all of our socials, we're going to be putting out little by little all the content you need to run your own real estate company. But I caution you, really think about what your goals are. Are you looking to start a real estate company because you're passionate about sticks and bricks? Are you starting a real estate company because you want to be that person? You want to be the guy or the gal that runs the show? Or are you just looking for the maximum return on investment? Your second rung up the ladder from deal flow and wholesaling at the very bottom is the fix and flip world, the rehabbing. But you're still transactional at that point. You're learning how to manage contractors. You're learning how to manage rehab projects on a budget, on a timeline, and then getting in and out of them between 6 and 8 or 10 months, depending on what you're trying to do. Do you have your financing sources lined up? You're going to need about 25% down most of the time to get these things done, whether you're using hard money or conventional commercial financing sources. So you have to work through that. And that's good. The second rung is the fix and flip world. So you're now learning how to add forced equity value, right? Forced appreciation, which is that sweat equity or that construction equity to the projects. Third rung up the ladder. Well, you're still transactional at the rehab, fix and flip, right? You're still only making money if you're working. Third one is landlording or multifamily. You're finally starting to build wealth for yourself. We used to have it, I'll do another whole talk on this, called momentum investing, where you take cash from your rehabbing and wholesaling and you dump it little by little into cash flowing assets. Now you have to learn how to analyze these assets, how to really make sure you have the expenses nailed down. Because let me tell you right now, the sellers that you're buying these from, they don't even know their expenses. And if they do, they're usually kind of, gently lying to you because they want it to look a little bit better. So you pay a little bit more for the asset, right? That's their job. Your job is to see through that. Your job is to know how to properly analyze. Your job is to know how to properly affect the value adds and how to manage tenants or how to manage your property manager who's there to manage your tenants for you. And finally, the fourth rung at the top of the ladder, which is the highest dollars per hour rate you could possibly imagine, and your highest return on investment, would be private lending, either as debt or equity in properties, right? So those are the bottom rungs. The rung at the bottom is the deal flow rung, which is the foundation of all the others. Deal flow and wholesaling. Then you move to rehab, fix and flipping, and learning how to force equity. Then you move into building wealth through multifamily and landlording. And finally, at the very top, you learn how to maximize your returns and work less for more money doing private debt lending or private equity lending. I hope this helps a lot of you guys to really think about what it is you're looking to do before you say, I want to start getting involved in real estate. Everyone, this is so exciting. I see all the HGTV shows, and this is it, and this is it. Take a deep breath. Think about what it is you really, really want. And if at that point you want to start a real estate company, let's do it. Follow everything we have on socials: Instagram, Nick Allerud; Facebook, Nick Allerud. We're on LinkedIn. We have a YouTube channel, AA Real Estate Props. Be sure to check it all out. Join our groups, REI Unleashed, which is our community group where we meet third Tuesdays of every month and fourth Wednesdays of every month. Join our coaching and mentoring, although it's a free group, REI Ignition on Facebook for the community there, and drop your introduction video. So that's what we got for today. Hope it was helpful. See you on the next one.